What's up, everybody? It's That Anime Show. I am your solo host today, Terri Doty. J. Michael Tatum is sick as a dog, or as sick as not a dog. But we do have a dog in the studio.
It's pretty awesome.
It's Kilo. It's I'm dog sitting, so Kilo really didn't want to be left out of the recording process. But today, our guests are...
Hello, I'm Stephanie Young.
And hello, I'm David Brehm.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We are so happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And Tatum better watch out. He's got this, this dog is gunning for his position. The dog's pretty cute.
Right.
He's just, what's up?
Aw.
But no, I got a text, or I got 3 texts, which was just one big text from Tatum at 6 o'clock this morning, and I'm like, oh no, so he's sick.
Aww.
So you guys leave him some love. I love that. Or like, I think it's Dimitri Martin's stand-up routine. It's like, these get well soon cards. Fuck that. Get well now.
Do it. Well.
But,
Get well now.
we had birthdays. Like,
We did.
back to back.
Fabulous Aries girls that we are.
Woo!
Love it.
That's right.
Ow.
A lot of April birthdays. It's kinda fun.
We really have a ton. I know Colleen and Wendy and...
Wendy, too?
I think Wendy's...
See,
I'll
I
have to
didn't-
check on that. But I think so. I think Wendy is April also.
Yeah, and then Colleen's like coming up next week or something like that. But we won't mention how old we are because that's silly.
No.
Age ain't nothing but a
Silly.
number.
No.
But did you have a good birthday?
I did. It's been a great... it was almost like a birthday week, which was cool.
That's good.
Yeah. And I have to thank that guy over there for being
I'm sure
awesome.
he made sure you had a good
Yeah,
week.
this is going to be the gushy show. Are we your first married couple to have on the show?
Well, you guys have been on before. You were on the Halloween special together.
Oh, that's
That was so much
Very
fun.
naughty. Naughty! Oh my God, when I got that file, I was alone and I'm just...
Yeah, we were at home recording
We had
late
fun
at night,
doing
and you had a lot of fun with that. You did.
It was a lot of fun.
As voice actors, I think just because we get to do crazy stuff in the booth, we're used to that. But this one over here, he was running with it.
got a taste. It was good.
Can't wait
good.
to see what you come up with this year.
That's right.
But yeah, birthday was great, and we had a gig last night. We're in a band together, all the Brehms. And
The Brehms.
woo. And we had a gig
Excellent.
last night, so it was sort of like gig birthday. So good times. How about you?
It was good. Usually, historically, I have, not bad birthdays, but there's always, that one friend or one significant other in my history that's just like, no, we should really do something you don't understand. It's not going to work out for you. It's not.
Cards.
It's not. The cards have been dealt. No one is going to show up because everybody has plans. I don't care if you ask a month in advance.
Yeah.
They do. I was raised Catholic, and my birthday party always fell on Easter Sunday, stuff or something around that.
See, yeah.
No, just don't bother. Steven tried the last year, and one person showed up, and then another person showed up because the person that actually showed up was attractive. So they knew that other person was going to be there. Yeah, no, I really want to come celebrate with Terri. No, you don't.
No.
You're just hitting on my friend, but it's fine.
Oh,
Could have at least brought a card.
He was working hard because we were trying to set up a dual birthday.
the husbands, and I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I wish it would have worked.
We could not get schedules right together and everybody at the same time. Y'all
Well, we
all
were-
just so busy.
We were filming. We were working on the night that
That's
your
right.
your gathering happened, and I'm sorry we couldn't be there. That would have been fun because we're just a day apart, right?
Just a day apart.
You're the 4th.
Yeah. We won't say how old.
We won't. No. But maybe next year. Maybe next year if we can at least get the 4 of us together, that'd be great.
That'd be cool. Tatum was going to have a thing to kind of make up for being out of town last weekend, but clearly
Aw.
that's not going to
That's not going to happen.
But he's like,
We'll bring you some chicken soup.
do you want me to bring anything? He's like, no, I just want to sleep.
Oh,
But text form, yeah. He's like, I could barely talk. I'm like, wow. Go Joshua.
Pigs are flying.
Oh man.
Oh, I love you, and you know it.
He is rather fantastic. It sucks. It sucks when you're sick, and so
It does.
Yeah. But I think a week before this audition that I had been practicing for like upwards of a year, I'd say.
Oh.
Like I lost my voice a week before the audition, and I'm like, no. But I got it back just in time. But yeah,
Good. Good.
to almost get it. But at least I was able to give my best.
Yes, this
But,
is
yeah.
true. That's important. It is.
You're so talkative, Dave.
Well, I know I'm not doing a very, very good Tatum impression here. I'm preoccupied with Kilo down there. He's
Licking
himself.
Just like, what's up?
Nice.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Little extra to the show.
Or when we had a little the birthday gathering actually turned out very well.
Awesome.
A lot of old friends showed up. 'Cause sometimes whenever you work with a lot of people, you tend to kind of surround yourself with just those people. So I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I've got to remember I have friends that I don't work with. And so it was funny to see all these different people mingle. But Kilo was, he was there, and he's a big fan of the ladies.
Oh.
He's much like his owner.
There you go.
Just going, what's up? I'm a cute, adorable dog. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You have to pet me.
Well, he's a husky, I mean,
Yeah.
he's got game.
That's true. It's like, you know you're a cool dog.
That's right.
You know it.
Poor-
Maybe we should all try to talk like, I don't know. I need to hear your
Is that
Tatum.
your husky voice right
It's
there?
my husky Tatum voice.
There you go. All right.
Oh, I love that. Just do like a female Tatum. It's like, all right.
Okay.
I have no idea what that means.
Although I could listen to him talk forever. I swear, you could just
needs to do,
push
like-
play. He has a beautiful
Yeah.
voice. So,
He does.
He does.
He should do like a podcast.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I think
That's a great idea.
people might actually listen. And gosh, if he could, get it together to, do some acting with it, some voice acting. I mean, he might.
I'm pushing him to do more. I think a lot of us are finally just
gonna
like,
break
you need
out
to
of his
do
shell
more,
and-
do more, do
yeah.
more. But I wish that he could have been here because I wanted to see him. He had a beard forever. Mm-hmm. The beard's
Yes,
gone.
I saw
the beard is gone.
the mountain man beard, and it's gone.
It's a totally different look. Like
Yeah,
to have
it
a beard.
is.
Like granted, I wouldn't know, but that's a commitment. I mean, yet.
Yes.
Who
No,
knows
we'd
what
have to
he
ask Joshua how he felt about
He
it.
looks
I would
very
think
distinguished. last
he
time I
did.
saw him.
I felt like he should be sitting in a library with some brandy,
Like
and a
holding it
book.
constantly, like it's
Yes.
the prop.
Pipe,
and an
yes.
ascot and
A pipe. Yes.
yeah, he looked like a
Reading
professor.
Fitzgerald and-
Yes,
The tweed jacket, leather elbow patches. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
and
be
saying,
good.
yeah,
It's a good look.
come hear my story.
My story. Well, we
I
have.
have no idea what I'm
Tales
saying.
with
It's-
Tatum.
Tales
I-
with Tatum.
It's gonna happen now. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Maybe
right
we'll
in.
do that for Christmas. or
Started
something.
here. Oh,
There you go.
Sit back, everyone.
back everyone.
When I tell you
Twas
what
the
day-
night before Christmas. Okay, sorry.
You know, we're making him so old.
He's going.
No,
Like
oh,
30.
distinguished. I mean, wait.
It's getting worse.
Oh man. But no, I can't believe it.
Elegant, really.
You know, since the last time you've been on, because when were you on? Like episode 10?
It was
9
a
or
while
10.
back.
It's been a while. It's been at least a year, but
Yeah.
not much has changed. I'd say we've just really hit our groove.
All right.
Or hit our groove. Hitting.
Bow,
Really?
bow. Sorry. That was a weak attempt at groove. There you go.
Groove. I got some.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Look what you've done.
I
I
we got a
allowed
lot
him
of
into
questions
the
for
inner
you
circle.
guys. Both of you. Like, we got a lot of questions for
Oh,
both of you.
good.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
So I guess we could get to a couple.
Brian.
And I didn't even. Usually I let the guests read their questions, but now
But now,
I'm going to give the first question to David.
Oh, good.
all wrong.
He's like, oh shit.
Ha
But okay, this comes from Benjamin Oscar.
Aw.
Hey, Benjamin Oscar.
He wants to know, what's your favorite Stephanie Young role you've seen?
Ooh, tough call. Actually, I'm a huge fan of Olivier.
It's nice.
But that's close to Claire from Claymore. Is actually.
I'd have to, because the first thing I saw was Claire. But then I realized I'd seen you several times before, but like the most, like I'm like, oh, because we met just randomly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, she's Claire. Oh. Like, good call.
Well,
good role.
She's got the whole sword thing down, even at home, with like, even in the kitchen.
Wow, you really want to put that out there?
Do you
The spatula that just comes out. And,
Better watch out.
When because I've just recently, or not just recently, realized it's something that Tatum kind of gave me as because sometimes whenever you have weapons or something and you're voicing a character with a weapon or a particular stance, do you find yourself holding a sword?
Absolutely. And you can even ask Gino, and Steve won't get a kick out of this, but or maybe not a kick and think she's insane. But, if you get a little into it and out of control, you can forget that there's a mic and a pop screen and just whack. That's happened a couple of times, and, you'd think one would learn after the first time, don't do that. And somehow try to keep your mic placement or whatever. But yeah, I think it absolutely helps. You have to get some physicality in it.
No idea until, because it was in Corpse Princess, which you had, I think, no weapons. You were just the nice little...
I was a nice...
You were Rico.
Yes.
Nice orphanage lady.
I know, I was about to say, what the caretaker?
Caretaker,
caretaker of the orphans, yes.
Kind of a mom.
Yeah,
mom.
very, very
but
sweet.
No what? But I had 2 swords, so I would always constantly just get ready to draw it.
Yeah.
And that was always I'm hitting the wall. But always kind of do at any moment I could do this. Or it's like the,
Yes.
Yeah.
but yeah. No, it looks silly if you're working with it, especially because the engineer rarely sees you. It's the engineer sees you, and the director never sees you.
I like it when no one can see me, but
it's nice to hide.
It's nice to hide when you're doing stupid things or whatever.
Or oh my gosh, have you seen any of Ride Back yet? The first 2 episodes are online.
Oh, they are? Okay.
They're on YouTube and Funimation's page, but Ride Back is coming out June 28th. And
Tamayo
Katauka.
Yeah.
I learned how to say your name, so I'm going to say it. But
you're going to like this character, David. You haven't.
But yeah,
well, obviously you haven't seen
I want to Ride Back. But 2, working with Stephanie, because it's the most I've ever worked with you.
I know. Finally.
At one point, she just. I don't think it's that you couldn't get the line. It's that she wanted to do this one thing. It's like, okay, give me a second, and she kept kind of fumbling it at one point, and so she grabs the wall window and she goes, ah! I'm like, are you a werewolf? And so just Stephanie's turning into a werewolf.
She does that all the time when she wants me to take out the garbage. It's just
oh my god! It's
I forgot about that. We had so much fun working on that show, and it was it was also a tough chick. Tamayo's a tough chick. See, I'm booking these tough chick roles. It's awesome. You can be very afraid, but
I am a little bit.
You said that you would just kind of take Tamayo home a little bit, just kind of I don't care. I mean, whatever you want, sweetie. I don't know why I'm being that way. Do you want pizza? Pick something. No.
But I love that. Then from then on, it was the whole werewolfing. The morphing.
That and Lady Gaga.
Oh gosh. Rah rah.
Oh my god, that was so much fun.
Fun working with you. Fun working with you on that show. So much fun. I've never wolfed out for anyone else.
Yay!
Bring out the wolf.
Someone put that on a shirt. Terri Doty brings out the wolf.
Yes. Come on, Kilo. Do you agree? He's asleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. Thanks for that question, Benjamin. Benjamin
Thanks,
asked
Ben.
several. So let's see. Does Steph? Okay, this is from Andrea L. Okay. Stephanie, do you find singing helpful with voice acting, or does the voice acting help with the singing?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think anytime that you're acting, because singing, it's like a monologue, in a way. It's telling a story or something, and I do think that they go hand in hand. I'd never thought about that. It's a very good question, but I think they do kind of go hand in hand. Though I think sometimes you have to watch if you're a singer or a musical person that you don't get to sing songy.
It happens
in your delivery,
a lot, yeah.
Especially with certain types of characters.
If they've got a particular way of speaking.
Yeah. So
it's a trap. It
can be a trap. I forget who called me out on that once. She was like, "Oh, you're making it too kind of melodic in the way you're delivering it. You know, I need to change it up."
I've run into that with a couple of people. I think, or Tatum was directing another singer, and it was that this particular actor / singer. She had to hum, and there was no way for her to hum without it coming out melodic. And like, okay, we can't do that because it's clear that that's a tune. Like, so stop. And it's like, but I can't. Go. So I just found that interesting. But yeah, like warming up, it's like warm ups, and then it's just like singing along helps.
Yeah.
But then it can be a trap.
Yeah, it can. I've certainly loved singing some of the different songs in different anime shows. That's been fun. Because, it's really interesting to be able to sing something. You're kind of good at it, just to let you know. You're kind of good at it. Thank you, Terry.
See? David agrees.
I agree.
Yeah,
He's very good at it.
Well, yeah. And you're good at that guitar thing that you do, so, it all works out.
Yeah.
But
think,
being able to see an anime character and be able to sing the first time I did that was with Oruha and Tsubasa. And
that was, I watched that recently because
cool.
I'd never seen the whole thing, and it was very good.
Yeah, such a cool character. But to be able to, watch a character like that, and then your voices, it's different. It's under hearing the character sing instead of speaking. I don't know. I still get kind of giddy over that. When I was so excited, I got to do that. It was amazing, and I love that character. She had such great hair.
She did. It was
and then just dressed in that cool club. I want to go to that club and sing.
Like in the first
Clover,
universe that
I
we
think
met in.
the Clover Club, something like that.
I'm sure someone will correct us.
I'm sure. Yes, okay. It's been years, people. Come on now.
I don't think I've told you guys, but I guess you guys will have to. I'm saying you guys, the fans, keep track of my cussing and what it is how much it'll tally to. But I started a swear jar on the 1st, and to July 1st I'm doing it, and then I'm going to donate the proceeds. But I've been trying to keep really good track of it, so if I haven't been, then I'll just kind of round up and I'll guess. I'm like, okay, sure. But it's like if you say this, it's this much. If you say this, and the worse they get, the more
dinero you put in there.
Yes.
So we need to get you all riled up so we can help the children.
What that big money bag was.
Why does it have a $sign? This is that's for something else. Let me see more questions. Thanks for that question, Andrea.
Yeah, good question.
Kilo liked that question.
I know, he perked up on that one.
Let's ask some fun questions. Well, funner, random. We're big fans of the random questions too.
Cool.
So these are for all of us, which means I'll answer too. Okay, this is from Alex. What is the most embarrassing injury you've ever suffered?
Embarrassing injury. Oh, wow. Well, this isn't almost an injury, but it could have been. It was to prevent an injury. So does that work?
Mm-hmm. Right. I think so.
This goes back to 7th grade.
Flashback.
So I was in 7th grade, and all my friends were on the football team. And I was a pretty small kid at the time, and I just didn't think, anything about football. But I got peer pressured into getting onto the team.
Gosh.
But it was so late.
Can you imagine?
It was so late in the season that most of the good uniforms have been given away. All the good pads have been given away and everything. And so
it was first come, first.
It was first come,
poor
first
little
serve.
David Brown. No.
But he showed them.
It's like, I'm going to play guitar and get chicks. Just wait. Okay.
So the first game of the season comes around, and I didn't have well-fitting pants. Which back then, and I don't know if they still have this, but back then they had a special pad in the back they called butt pad. Seriously.
For your butt. The butt pad.
Yes, right. And so I was riding the bench most of the whole game, and then we were getting just destroyed. So the coach sent me in and said, "Yeah, go ahead. Catch a pass, do something."
Do something.
Thanks, coach.
And sure enough, the quarterback threw the ball to me, and so I caught it, and I started running frantically. And I was actually heading down the sidelines, having that great athletic moment when you're getting close sidelines, when the pants started coming down. My pants literally started coming down, and my butt pad started flapping along the back.
That is so hot.
My turn.
Tell me more.
Some Kilo put his head down there.
Man, don't even.
And I got tackled, but because my butt pad had actually risen up to my shoulder level, it wasn't protecting my butt anymore.
Oh no!
So I got hit in the back and actually slipped a disc back there.
Oh my God. That was an injury. You said almost injury.
I know that rates as injury.
Okay, fine.
It rates.
It was I think more mental injury than it was physical. But I recovered.
Maybe we should get equipment the same way. It doesn't matter if I showed up late. Maybe.
Yeah, really. Make it work. Tragedy.
Poor guy.
Well, it got worse. I'll tell another one really quickly there, all right? It got worse because and this is an injury on the front side because the almost exact same thing happened like 5 games later. I had been, I'd come back. The team needed me, of course, for that third string that I was. And it was almost the same play. It was literally the same play, quarterback, except this time, again, equipment malfunction, wardrobe malfunction. I didn't bring my cleats. I'd forgotten my cleats, and no one else had cleats. And it was raining that day, and so the only shoes I had were like these old Converse high tops,
which are the best for not skidding anywhere.
At least you looked good.
So I caught the pass. And then I'm starting to try to run, and my feet are moving, and I'm kicking, and I'm
You're
trying
doing like
to go.
Shaggy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the
And I'm not going anywhere. And I can see the big linebacker on the other team just kind of coming for me. It was like literally in real life slow motion. He just was coming. I could see his eyes getting bigger and bigger as he came towards me, and the next thing he did just plowed me right into the ground. And so that one I actually broke my sternum. So those are 2.
No.
What have we learned here, kids? Play golf and tennis.
Definitely more
I don't
money
know.
in golf.
I'm sure I'd still find a way. I don't know. I don't do sports.
Or just do something else entirely. Glad that you've lived to tell those stories.
Yeah, it's I recovered.
So I love this. Like, I don't have cleats. Fuck it. Just
You'll
put
be
them
fine.
in.
Oh, is that like a $5 word?
Fuck it. Oh, actually, I think the worst one
That's
that
$10.
is because
That's
like
10.
it's like God, what is fuck? The worst one is the C word.
Yeah, I agree.
Rhymes with runt. I'll give you guys this cunt. There
Yeah.
you go.
For the children.
Children. Oh, won't
Hey,
somebody
Mike,
please?
Mike.
But like, even like if I try to get away with it, like saying it in another language, it's more.
Oh.
Because you know,
Okay.
the U.S. dollar is not as strong.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
That's funny.
What about you, Miss
That's
Young?
funny.
If you say it in British, you just have to have the accent.
Just like, oh. No, I don't even do that. It's just like, because learning Spanish growing up, it's like, okay, I just need to know the cuss words first off.
Yeah.
Like, why? Come on. And then same, like, now I'm learning French. I'm like, okay, what's what?
You're learning French.
Nice.
We have been talking about that.
Yeah, I
Not
got,
like we've done anything yet, but we were talking about learning French.
Doing Rosetta Stone.
Fantastic.
Only we were
That's
actually
right.
talking
But it's
in
been a
French.
while.
Really?
I've been really busy, so I think I'm about to restart it just to be like, okay, yes. Because now, like, if I just go back to where I was before I kind of took a break from it to do real things, it's like, I kind of remember what this is. What the hell is computer? L'ordinateur.
Oh, see, it's so beautiful.
See, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Or, well, anything, like, what was it? Steven and I were watching Archer, which is, like, my favorite new little random cartoon.
Oh, it's on FX. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Love Archer.
Yeah.
so
Great
funny.
style on that show.
The style is funny. The actor, what was it? We were watching season 1, and Steven's like, that kind of sounds like the mom from Arrested Development. I'm like, because it is.
Because it is.
funny.
It looks just like her.
Another great show canceled too soon.
Oh my
I
God,
know.
so
That was
many,
wrong.
so many great shows that I love. It's like, the ratings.
You know, we were there was a VH1 special on that we had just playing in the background the other day, and Final Countdown came on, and all I could think about was the.
Sorry.
I have never heard you do that. What on earth, man? Let's keep going. No. But the brother, the magician, it was just
Kilo ran out of the room.
Bevins has been practicing magic, and now he's, I think, got that ringtone, because at one point, like, it was playing, and he just flicked a bunch of cards everywhere. Just,
oh, no, you have to do the dance part.
Final countdown. If you don't know the reference, watch Arrested Development.
Yes,
it's gotta
go
be on
watch it
Hulu or
now.
something.
That's
and it's on IFC.
favorite.
It plays on IFC all the time.
And Europe is still on tour.
For those interested, yeah, you.
Right. They'll be playing at a Joe's
gosh.
Crab Shack near you on the patio.
They got crabs. There you go.
Nice.
Don't think you're getting out of this, Young. Injury.
Injury. The most that comes to mind at this moment, embarrassing moment of embarrassing, was at my friend's graduation from college. And one of my best friends in the whole world, Courtney Rickard, shout out. Hey, Court. We had been, she was graduating from college. And we were both theater majors together in school. And there had been a huge, celebration the night before. And, of course, graduation was at 10 a.m. And her alarm didn't go off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I'm sort of setting up the moment, but the alarm didn't go off, and of course this is her graduation, so it was one of those, jump out of bed, throw on clothes, and...
What sucks is because it's your graduation, you're like,
Your graduation, yeah, lesson learned here, kids, be smart about it, do your partying after the next night, not the night before. Anyway, so it was just this race, and she had lots of family coming in town, and all I know is that it was in this big coliseum, and all the fine arts kids were at the front of the graduation line. So basically, I was trying to find a seat towards the front. It was in the round, but it was sort of, towards the front. Anyway, very visible. And I had my big purse, her big purse. Then she had another bag and like 2 cameras. I was loaded down with all this stuff. And we had just jumped out of bed. We didn't eat anything. And, I'm one of those people, if my blood sugar's low, I'm going to run into a wall. And I can't make sentences. And so basically I was going, and I had big chunky heels on, of course.
Of course.
And I was walking down these steps pretty quickly, and then I slid. I missed a step, and then talk about slow-mo. It was like in flight, in the air. I went forward. I'm lucky I didn't get hurt. It's amazing I did. This could be a horrible story. Fortunately, I was fine, but I was in a dress, and I had all this stuff. It was like, whoo, bop, bop, and it was like, bom, bom, bom. Nice. And at first, all the people in the section, they all go, and look at me. And then the graduates all go,
The big giant head turn, like the wave.
2 waves of head turn. And the first thing I asked after I landed, this doctor came up to me, and all these, people are like, are you okay? Are you okay? And the first thing I asked was, did I flash? Just tell me I didn't flash, please. They're like, no.
No, but your neck's broken, but you didn't flash.
Exactly.
Well, as long as I didn't flash.
As long as I didn't flash, I don't care. Yeah, so that was pretty epic little moment. Of course, she remembers it fondly now because I wasn't hurt, and she was like, that is hilarious.
Well, you got to remember that stuff now, as long as, it's not like, so that's why I have a hook for a hand.
Exactly. And now I can't walk.
I don't, I think someone's asked me that before, but I mean, I'm very accident prone. Like walking around with my friend Cynthia, like it was her birthday. And so I'm like, let's just go anywhere. And we went to this brew house and had, pizza and stuff like that.
Fun.
But walking from my car to the restaurant for no reason whatsoever, I didn't trip on anything. I just fell. I just fell.
It happens.
But Cynthia's like my sister, so she just goes, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, so we get up, and we look around, nobody saw it. We're like,
yes.
Awesome. and then you're like, oh fuck my hand. But stuff like that. But you don't
After the adrenaline.
But no,
kind
I'm
of
very
wears off.
accident prone. Like, I was pigeon-toed as a kid, so like I think a lot of that has to do with it. But it's usually like me tripping or
You
something.
know what's interesting? I was too.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
I don't
the
know what that
similarities keep racking up. Did you have to wear corrective shoes?
No, I just had family that would just be like, "Stop it!" And, aha. So I still think I'm a little bit to this day, especially like if I'm very uncomfortable in a place. Look at my feet, like there. I just gave you a tell.
You just gave a
I
tell.
just gave everyone a
Truly.
tell. But
let's play
now
poker.
I'm aware
Yeah,
of it.
really. We're going
So,
to Vegas. I had this bar in between. We have pictures of me as a baby. I don't even know if you've seen this, David. But there's a picture of me in my crib and everything's all sweet. And then there's a bar
Oh my god!
between. They noticed it as a toddler. And there's
I
a
had
bar
no
in
idea.
between, yeah.
Oh my
So,
God.
I remember it was red. It was kind of shiny and kind of pretty in a weird way. But this bar, yeah. But it worked.
Yeah.
But it's funny if I'm really tired or something.
It'll happen. Or yeah, especially like if you've been wearing like girl shoes, like which is another reason I wear flats and everything. It's
I
just
really
because
hate that. You just-
I knew he looked familiar.
He does
That
have
club
great
in
legs.
Austin, right? Rainbow
right.
Room.
Yeah.
Woo! But no, it was similar to graduation. Like in my high school, I went to high school around here. I went to high school in Arlington. And it's that, graduation, like graduated with like, I think at least 800 people. Like I always like dramatize the number. It's like 2,000. But like there were like 2,000 people that I went to high school with, like freshmen. So like it's a big, because Arlington's kind of big.
Yes.
Although you wouldn't tell because they still treat it like a small town. It's like a stretched out small town. But Tatum knows. Tatum lives there. Which he hates.
I feel for him. With the
But yeah,
stadium
no,
there.
like small world. Like I went to high school and I think junior high with Joshua's sister. So yeah, it's just like
I love
weird.
that.
But
I love it when
it's
stuff
so
like that.
weird.
You figure it out.
But graduation was so big that just calling people's names is going to take 2 hours. And the convention center, like every high school in the area goes to that. So like if you wanted to do awards, you did that separately. So the week before graduation, we did senior awards. And, the morning of I'm in English and I'm like, I really don't want to do this because I'm just going to fall on my ass and blah, blah, blah. And my English teacher is just like, you're not going to fall. Just, don't, if you think about it, you probably will.
Oh,
Miss Beasley.
yeah. Beasley.
Curse you! But it's that I was so unworried about it, like, because, drama awards come up. So, of course, I've got to get some awards.
Well, of course.
Cool.
I like stage managing. I was drama club president.
Oh.
And so, like, I got, like, the Theater Arts Award. And
awesome.
I got that. And then another award, which I wasn't expecting to get anything, but my mom was like, you have to go. So my family showed up. My family actually went to that instead of my graduation, But second award, fine. First award, fine. Third award, I get cocky.
Uh-oh, I get cocky.
Third
In
time's a
clunky
charm.
shoes, because like they're like, you can't wear tennis shoes. I'm like, but Chucks really aren't tennis shoes. They're like,
They're
no
just
sneakers.
fabulous.
I'm like, fine. So I wore my clunky, because it was the
Well,
time.
it
You
wore
wore
the
like
time.
the big
Chunky
chunky heel. Yes,
So
like the
hard
one
to
where it
walk
wasn't
in.
like it was a very specific
That's the
sound.
official sound effect.
But
Yes.
like you have to get it's in the theater, so a scene I'm very familiar with, and it's like the back end of one seat and then the flippy end of another seat, and I grabbed it to try to like swing out of the and you see
You
like
were
and then
getting showy.
and you hear friends, family all go like, oh, and I'm just like staring at the floor. I'm like, oh shit. And then I jump up in my clunky heels and I just kind of go like,
Yeah.
woohoo, hello,
Yay.
salute, down. And then I grab the mic, which they didn't want you to do. And I'm like, I told you, Miss Beasley.
Oh,
But yeah, I fell all the time. I fall all the time still, clearly. But yeah. No, I wish I could blame it on blood sugar or something. But no, I'm always well hydrated. And all that stuff. Thanks, Kilo. I didn't like
well,
that
now
story.
you can wear whatever shoes you want. Like those cute purple ones you have on right now.
Thank y'all.
Pretty fabulous.
All right, buddy.
Yes. I'm glad we mentioned that we have a dog in here. Otherwise, it'd be like, what is happening?
That's David.
That's me.
It's Kilo. Kilo's probably like, why did I agree to stay in this room? This is boring.
Not as fun as I thought it would be.
No one's petting me.
Nobody's petting me.
No, they haven't asked me any questions. Whatever.
Well, I like this question.
Boring
This is
humans.
random. This is from Tara. Tara Terrific. Says, let's say all of you, Stephen included, found the golden ticket and got into Willy Wonka's factory.
Aw.
1, who would you bring with you? Because we all know you can only bring one person, one family member, right?
Ooh. It has to be a family member?
Let's say, we'll stretch it. It doesn't have to be a family member.
Okay.
Okay, since we all know there is no way you'll be winning that lifetime supply of chocolate, what room would you get kicked out of, or rather, what for? Clever.
Clever, Tara.
Wow.
Let's handle Steven first.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Steven. I don't
I don't know
know.
Steven's answer to this
He'd
question.
kind of be like Mike TV. Just kind of like, yeah, no, I know. You're going to do this. No, we get it. Kind of, I get it. Whatever. Moving on. Kind of guy. I don't know. Probably kicked out for his smugness. He's not smug. No, probably just kicked out for being a know-it-all. And it's like, I can do this. It's whatever. I don't know.
He's a foodie. He might have some recommendations on
You know
chocolate.
what you would do here? You know what you did wrong.
Yeah.
You did this.
This chocolate's crap.
Let me help you.
This is not real chocolate. Just
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, this is
Because real
processed.
chocolate is made from cacao. And
Cacao. Isn't that fun to say? Cacao.
Yeah, that's from my new show, like my favorite new little random show on IFC called Portlandia. Like someone made cacao like their safety word. So like anytime like her boyfriend would like try to touch her, she'd be like, yeah, no, so anyways, I was telling her cacao. And cacao. Cacao to cacao. Cacao is in stop.
Cacao is a no.
So now anytime I hear cacao, I think like, yeah, no, so anyways, cacao. And I was just telling her like cacao.
Bird.
Cacao.
Anyway, Saturday.
It is a great one.
Digress. Cacao.
Everyone should figure out how to use that word today.
Yes, use the word cacao
Word of the
today.
day. Cacao.
Cacao.
We encourage you. Go eat some chocolate.
Yes, dark chocolate is the best.
Well, if we each have a golden ticket, then we're both already in. Mm-hmm. Right?
That's true.
So that
we
I
don't
was
need to
not,
bring
when I
each
said
other.
we don't have to have family, I wasn't saying I wouldn't take you, just so we're
David's
clear.
like, what the hell?
I know, he did. He gave me this look like,
She's
really?
Like, who am I going to take? I'm
Who am I
like,
going to
what
take?
Oh, wait. I've got
Oh,
my
like,
own
well, you can
ticket.
take
wait,
me.
you're
No, you're not
there.
gonna like this.
I'm
It's
there.
fine. You love it. It's like, oh well, I would have invited you, but you're not gonna like it. You're not.
Yeah.
Gonna, so
You don't even like chocolate, which is kind of true. You're not a big chocolate guy,
You
so
don't like...
it's kind of wasted.
I don't like soup.
You don't like fun.
I'm not a big sugar person. Like Steven's the big sugar person. I'm not a sugar. Like that's why I like dark chocolate.
Me too.
Or white chocolate. Like if it's like with like a pretzel or something.
So do you like chocolate almonds? So you get the dark chocolate
Oh, those are
almonds?
good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Go
You
eat.
know.
that's no.
I ate some
Actually,
almonds with some cacao today.
we have to go get some after this.
All right.
So, what would you get kicked out for? I mean, I could give you
Well, I
lots of
want to know who
reasons.
you're going to take first. Let's figure out who we're taking into the establishment first, right?
Yes.
Who are you
Who am I
taking?
taking?
Because I'm there.
You're there.
So
You're there.
And
Wow.
Terry's there.
I'm
we're all
there.
going. We're all like,
This is already a good group.
all right, we're gonna have fun.
I'd probably take, I guess, my husband. No,
has a
like we're
ticket.
including. Okay, he has a ticket.
He has a
I'd probably
ticket.
take Tatum because he's like my big brother. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'd probably take Tatum.
And he's always entertaining. He is. So that would be a good one. I might take Courtney. So I'm thinking about Courtney. Courtney would be a lot of fun. My friend Courtney. She
Well,
lives in Chicago. Don't see her enough, but she'd be fun.
Don't you hate
She would get us all into trouble, guaranteed.
Yes.
Goodness.
I would,
Therefore, we
you
should
know what?
take her.
I'll take Steven. That way we're all there. See? Tatum's there.
Steven has a ticket.
Stephen
Oh,
had
he's
and
got a
Stephen would
ticket?
Stephen would probably take.
When did he get a ticket? I didn't.
Oh, I thought
See,
he was.
we included Stephen,
Oh,
and
we
we already
did.
had
I'm
him
sorry.
kicked out. Who would
Okay.
Stephen take? Probably
Well.
his best friend Billy. Billy. You always got to say it like that. I don't know why. Oh, Billy.
It's fun.
Interesting dilemma.
What room? Like, I'm not familiar. Like, I read the book forever ago. Of course, I saw the original, and then there's like the
The
Tim
crazy
Burton
Tim Burton
one.
And I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, but
That, yeah. Well, Stop casting Johnny Depp.
Right, we know you love him.
Get it. You and your wife
love Johnny
Depp. We get it.
We love him too, but
Please stop.
I don't know.
It's like the Pirates movies.
Why? I didn't like Johnny Depp being so creepy.
That was incredible. But anything with Christopher Lee, like I gotta love it a little bit because he played his dad.
Yeah.
They'll rot your teeth. Why take the chance? Like, that kind of thing. But yeah, it had its funny moments. Like Steven quotes that, especially because he's so cruel to one of the kids in particular. It's just like, I really can't understand a word you're saying. Enunciate. Stop mumbling. Mumbler! Like, yeah.
Mumbler.
Yeah. I don't know the rooms.
Yeah. I don't remember the rooms either. I would probably get dismissed or kicked out because I would probably wander off and go like away from the group. I would wander off, and any time I believe in the show, a kid wanders off, they die or something happens to him.
That's just them misbehaving. It's supposed to be like a cautionary tale.
You can't give people sugar and expect them not to misbehave.
Like, you're supposed to give me a lifetime supply. And like, really, what is a lifetime? Because if it was like Augustus, like really, that's not going to be a lifetime. That kid's going to go through it pretty quick. But I will say I probably resemble most like Violet. Because I'm the gum chewer. You know me and gum.
Yes.
Love gum.
And then you get the great song from the original, the Bean Feast song. It's a fabulous number.
Oompa Loompas are some of the most terrifying parts of it. Like these little people I've never seen before. Suddenly, they're singing. How did they know?
Yeah, they're singing with bad spray tans. But
So, which version do we like better of the films?
I would say, like, I always just have a soft spot, like, for the original that you've seen. Like,
yeah, me too.
Granted, I'd probably go with the Gene Wilder one.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
I don't know why we went like romancing the stone.
You just never know what's going to happen when you bring David Grimm in a room. But I'm enjoying this actually a lot. It's highly entertaining for me. It may not be for the rest of you, but it is for me.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I don't know. I guess
Stuart would be fun.
Stuart, there you go. I can bring Stuart.
Best man in your wedding. I'm glad I remembered him.
I'm glad you remembered Stuart. Stuart's an attorney. And he's a surprisingly fun attorney.
Yes, he is. He's hilarious.
Which a lot of them can be. Mm-hmm. Brenda's husband, for instance.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, very.
Oh my God, he is insanely funny.
Yes.
Like to the point where we're like, calm down. Like,
we have to take a break. We'll be right back.
I need to take a Paul break. No, he's going to make me dance. No.
I know the dancing thing with him. I love it.
Oh my God,
love it. He is Dance Party USA and one man.
You can't be bored around Paul.
No, you cannot. And I remember their first dance at their wedding was so great.
Oh, that was so cute.
So cute. And then they just sort of
they had a great reception. They also had good music.
Oh, thank you.
Heroes.
She's a beautiful bride.
Bless you, Kilo. Sneezy.
Puppy.
Kilo's, getting kicked out for sneezing.
No, there you go. Taint the chocolate.
I don't know. Like, I just don't know the room, so I guess maybe I'd probably, if it's me and Tatum, it's probably just us being jackasses.
Yeah.
But isn't every kid that gets kicked out, it's like, all right, I'm glad that, you got sucked up into that chocolate tube thing.
I would totally, I think, I would get kicked out for wanting to go behind the scenes and see.
Yeah. You'd be kind of like, I think, like Charlie. You'd probably be like Charlie.
You would. Yeah. Or that or the Oompa Loompa would bug you and you'd just take them out.
Yeah, those guys sometimes, especially.
Like, I don't know. Do you have a fear of little people? Some people do.
No, I just,
It would just be too much fun.
No. It was really weird. They all had like this deep, dark, sprayed on tan.
That orange.
That really kind of bugged me.
They just look like, like cast of the Jersey Shore. Snooki, yes, got her look. From
don't even.
Oh my God, no, Steven, because like we're watching something and it made a reference to Snooki, but like being like a monster, like so like this like, over exaggerated version of. He's like, I have no idea what they're referring to, and we watched The Soup, and she was on. He's like, that's a Snooki? That is fucking disgusting.
And now she's getting into wrestling?
She has a book coming out?
She is
I don't need
banking.
That. What is it?
It just doesn't make any...
Papa book?
I don't... Yeah.
I don't want that.
I think I read that they're all banking pretty well. Like she made 10
I don't.
million.
Well, they're doing
last year.
apparently. I was reading somewhere they're doing another season of this show on MTV. You remember MTV?
Oh, I know.
Exactly.
The station that used to play music videos.
They took out the music part of it. Like it's just like media or something. I don't know. But
TV.
they're doing their next season in Italy, and they are you know, those that have been like, what do you think of them coming? They're like, we really aren't excited at all.
No.
They're,
Oh my gosh, Jersey Shore hits Italia. Oh, that's scary.
Maybe, I don't know.
I might have to tune in though to see
How bad it is.
That's just going to be awful. Those producers are very smart. That is just going to be mayhem.
That's like rubbernecking television.
Seriously, where you're just, I'm waiting. I can't.
It's bad, but I have to watch just a little. I don't know. I love Italy, and I'm sorry for it, but it'll be good.
Sorry,
TV.
Italy.
Sorry, Italy.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Viva Italia.
Well, see, that's another reason that getting back to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm very tired of effects, kind of for the sake of effects, and the remake, or I guess the retelling, because Burton, I think, was trying to go closer to the book or something. But you know, all the Oompa Loompas are one guy, Deep Roy.
Yeah.
And where, you know, the original, it's, you know, not relying on effects.
That's true.
Rely on set.
I tend to think just in the arts across the board, there's sort of this coming back to things that are, what am I trying to say? Things that are, that don't have so many effects, that aren't as produced, whether it be music or film, where people appreciate things that are simplified.
I think that's coming back a lot in the horror genre, because a lot of it's like digitized blood, and we're like, I want spraying. Go, man, go.
Speaking of horror films, someone in this room recently shot one.
Right.
Is it a zombie film?
Yeah.
Yes. I looked at some photos that you posted over it.
That's right.
Fun.
It was fun. It was in Padre Island. You know. And
wearing zombie makeup and Padre.
Let me tell you.
I know,
it was actually cold that day, though. We were in the morning, or you were there really early.
No, all the production crew was all in. We were all, you know, dressed in coats and, you know, hats and shoes and whatever. And our two lead actors were in their underwear because they were having a romantic moment.
Of course.
On
the
Padre
beach.
Island?
Please, I know. Exactly, Padre Island.
You know.
That is acting.
And then actually, it was very beautiful. I was surprised. I haven't been there. Have you been to Padre Island, Will? Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. I haven't been in years. So the last time I went,
and this wasn't South Padre. It was closer to Corpus.
Yeah. I was really pleasantly surprised that it was
the water
so
was
much
blue.
better than the last time I've been there.
Yeah. The last time I was there, the water was brown.
Sometimes if you just go to the beach in Corpus, you're like, oh wow. Hopefully they because the first time I took Steven, I took him to the Lexington, I took him to the Texas State Aquarium. He like pet a stingray and, you know, got to see all that stuff, and it's like, I want to go again. So we took him again, and he's like, wow, you really showed me everything, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. That's it. We could go drive, you know, to Padre Island. It's like, is it better? I'm like, yes. It's better because they're paid to care.
Yes, they take good care of it.
It's blue.
That was great, though. You were shooting with a red camera with this crazy shoulder mount.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The director is Brian James, so shout out to Brian. And the name of the film is Humans versus Zombies.
Nice.
Which, you know, is actually a game, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a film based on the game.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's pretty cool, actually.
I think I might know a couple of people involved with it.
Oh, yeah, very cool. Very
nice.
cool.
It's gonna be fun. Anything zombie related, I'm in.
There you go.
Or I think somebody like posted, they're like, are you in any way I'm like, no, just because it had zombie and it's around
I love
here.
that association. Terri Doty.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I'm fine with that affiliation. Or association. It's cool.
But so you know what? The guy that did the special effects makeup, since you were talking about, you know, some effects, but the way that he created the zombie bite on the lead female's shoulder. He did a really good job, I thought, and it stuck. I mean, it stayed in those elements. It was really windy, and I mean, you guys were out there. You probably started at 6 a.m. and wrapped around 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
PM.
something like that. We had to get the sunrise, because our happy couple had been partying the night before and having a great time, and we're whining it all. They were all night, on the beach,
frolicking on the beach,
right? Until a zombie
shows up and ruins everything.
Crap.
I hate it when that happens. Oh,
I guess to answer your question, Tara, we don't know. You tell us.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know.
I know what room. We need to revisit that. But,
well, there was...
Wherever there's a zombie, that's where...
Zombie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, there you go.
They should do that.
That's true.
Zombies in
do
the
that
Chocolate Factory.
retelling. There you go.
Zombies in the Chocolate Factory.
Zombies in the Chocolate Factory.
I like it.
Yes. Do zombies like
Oompa
chocolate?
Loompa zombies. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
That is kind of terrifying.
Well, it's just like kid zombies. It's like, no, they're so tiny. No.
Yeah.
No.
Bite your knee.
Let's see.
It's a lot of question.
Well, actually, Jackie N actually asks, how did the beach zombie scenes turn out?
Oh, nice.
They turned out really, really good. We were really, really pleased. And I hope you guys can all go check out the photo, because the effects that Michael Janes, who's actually the director's brother, he's the effects artist, and it was just great to see his work, seeing, if you ever wanted to know how to make blood stream from your eyes. And
isn't it great?
It's great. It is. And it's so wonderful to see how he concocted. I think it's interesting whenever you work with someone who works in special effects and
it's so much fun.
They have their blood mixtures, and they're very particular about how they make their blood.
It's just like,
and
everybody's got their own little thing.
their
Like, I was told this. They're like, well, that's not how I do it.
Yeah, this is the way it's done.
Yeah.
But it was also great to see, they're two brothers that work together. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was a good set, a fun set of people. But I was so impressed. This camera that David was shooting with, the red camera, it's heavy. It weighs like 25 pounds. It's a beast. Well, I mean, not compared to maybe some of the old beta stuff, but...
my camera is just...
But to have it on your shoulder... like that... It's the first time I'd seen you shoot with a rig like that. I was really taken with it.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun, though.
It was just neat, just walking around in the surf and whatnot, and getting wet.
We like the beach. We like the water.
We like the beach.
Beach is nice.
Beach is nice, yeah.
Beach is nice. I wish that... but for me, it's like, where's the SPF 70?
Yeah, that was me.
Like,
do zombies get sunburn, I wonder? I mean, is that capable?
I
their
would
flesh
say
is dead, right?
It's dead.
flesh is dead, but I guess it would just speed up the decomposition process.
Yeah, maybe. It's a good question.
It's why to keep a body preserved, you keep it cool.
Or eat other people.
Well, see, but eating
done.
eating people doesn't regenerate their body.
Oh, it doesn't?
Well, it depends, I guess, on the folklore. But that's
But that's for another time.
Where's Google?
Well, and such a nerd. Like, I did this at the bar the other night, and then this guy that I did not know, he's like, well, 28 days later, I'm like, that's not a zombie movie. He's like, you are full of shit.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I don't know you, and I might be full of shit. It doesn't make me less right. But yeah.
You're so civilized about that.
Well, just because I'm just like,
Right, it was a virus, people. They weren't zombies. Anybody
they
knows
were filled with
that.
Rage. That's the way Tatum says it. They were filled with rage. But
Nice.
Jackie also asks Stephanie, how do you take care of your voice when you get a really bad allergy attack or cold, and you have to you have to sing or do voiceover work soon? How do you take care of your voice?
I do have to tend to it. I have to think about it. I'm not one of those people that can just get away with
I don't understand the
screaming.
people that can.
Yeah, they have Teflon cords. That's all I like to say. They have Teflon cords. However,
they train themselves to be, just put their voice through that. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I know. I could never be a metal singer as much as I wish that could happen. But the screamers. But sleep is the.
Sorry.
Oh.
I really would love to hear you sing that song. That would just make my
I think I want to hear you sing that song. I think that would be far more interesting. But sleep is the biggest thing. Sleep. Tons of water. Those are kind of obvious. But, the hot water, honey, and lemon, that always helps. Throat coat is an herbal tea that I swear by.
Disgusting.
I love it.
It always, like the one that I get, it's like licorice type.
Mine doesn't really taste like licorice. That's why.
Okay, see, then I'd like it.
Get a different one.
Yeah, get
Get a different one. Okay.
Like I lost, like I was recording stuff for a character reel I'm working on, like to do all of it. So like I did like high pitch, low pitch, like screaming, close, seductress, blah blah blah. And then like by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I think we need to stop.
I think we're done.
And then I had a glass of wine, and Steven's like, apparently that's good for your voice, like wine, liquor, because it just kind of coats.
I have heard, and I've tried this before because sometimes I've, had a voice gig or been using my voice a lot and then having to sing. And a bartender once did give me this remedy. It was some liquor, and I wish I should have written it down. That guy in San Antonio, we were playing at a martini bar off of the Riverwalk, and he said it was his grandmother's recipe, and he put honey in it. Honey is fantastic, and sometimes I'll just do honey straight. It tastes disgusting,
Really?
but it coats your throat. Yeah. I also know, like throwing out all these remedies for anyone that's interested. I know opera
Please
singers.
talk to your doctor first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of voice actors are like, my doctor's wondering what I'm doing. Like, just voice acting.
What's wrong with you?
It's not like I'm just, going outside and screaming.
Right. It's my
Not
job.
anymore.
Not anymore. That was yesterday. But I know singers that will drink warm Coke because the syrup in the Coke will coat your throat. You don't want something cold.
Like specifically Dr. Pepper.
I would think that would work too. Yeah, just any kind of syrupy.
See,
even though I know some people that are very anti-bubbles.
Like Jolt. That'd be great.
Oh gosh.
See, I don't really do carbonation. Like I'll do like wine, which is lightly carbonated, and like if it's Joshua making a gin and tonic, I'll have that. But like if it's Coke, I can't.
So what's your favorite wine?
Favorite wine, Cabernet.
Nice.
It's nice.
I like red too. Mm-hmm. But I usually I'll try to save it if I'm gonna have a cocktail or drink or something till after the singing. I don't know. For me, it can dry you out.
Well, yeah, alcohol
Obviously.
it dehydrates you.
But
Yes.
if it's
But for those that aren't 21,
yes, don't do that.
don't do that.
Drink some tea with lemon and honey.
Tea is delicious, but tea or just like drinking too much water can actually make you sound more schmacky and like because of course Steven's just like, no, you're drinking too much water, stuff like that. But yeah,
I did not know.
anything with a little bit of acidity is nice. Honey is amazing.
Honey's
But
amazing.
tea, I'm a big tea fan. Tea with a little bit of lemon, delicious.
Yeah.
So, and Kilo
And
agrees.
Kilo agrees
Or
on
he
that
does
one.
not agree. I don't know.
Good Lord.
Let's see. Well, thanks for those questions, Jackie. Let me see. I love this.
Uh-oh.
Okay. This is from Steve, and it's for David.
Oh.
See? He's like, really? Yes.
All right.
David, I'm really interested in knowing your history with art. When did you first start drawing? What still inspires you to draw? What made you pursue comics and later 3D animation? How was it transitioning into a director-supervisor? And what was art school in Dallas like? Sorry for the mouthful. David, also awesome at guitar.
Aw, nice.
It's Steve from the One Piece podcast.
Oh, that's Steve. Okay.
The really, really tall one.
The really tall one, yeah.
Well,
The one I warned you about.
Love those guys.
Oh, they're great.
They
They're
are.
I got
great.
a good picture with those guys.
We do have a good picture. They came to one of our gigs when they were here. But
That's right.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah, because they're like, do you know? I'm like, I have no idea where they are. I can give you the address. I can,
They
blah,
made
blah,
it.
blah, blah. Yep.
It was so great. This whole group
I have more
walked in.
patience than I would like for Dallas stuff sometimes. Like seriously, but
Yeah.
yes, I'm glad they got there. It'll be fun. Hey,
got to see
Kilo,
them.
Kilo's shaking.
Yep.
Kilo, shake it off, baby.
It's a great
Shake it off.
question, though.
Okay, so I'll get to it quickly. Drawing since when as long as I can remember, and I used to just love to draw. For some reason, I used to draw like a lot of cowboys and western stuff, and then battles, and I'd recreate the Battle of the Alamo, because I'm from San Antonio. So,
Oh, you're from San Antonio? I didn't know that. Ow! I just poked Kilo in the eye.
yeah, I always wanted. I grew up wanting to be Davy Crockett.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm wearing a coonskin cap now. No, just kidding. No,
No, he's just wearing a
You
regular
rock
hat.
that.
right.
You rock that coonskin hat.
that's right.
Ooh,
I
like
don't
it.
dig it at work that much.
Yeah.
Actually, who inspired me a little bit in high school was Robert Rodriguez. I went to high school with Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
he was,
fun.
Yeah, he was a little older than me, but he was he was always drawing and shooting films and things like that. And so I was just kind of watching him. And then...
Didn't you guys used to compete with I think this is hilarious, the football banners?
Yeah, this is pretty geeky, but...
Embrace what you are.
We used to...
I have.
We used to... I went to a very small Catholic school.
Yeah.
And our graduating class was 44. So we had to... We were the only two real, I guess, people who enjoyed art at school. So we would draw the banners, and we'd try to, I guess, sort of outdraw each other from week to week. You know, he would do one week and I would do the next. And we try to come up with the craziest ways for a yellow jacket to trounce, you know, the terrifying yellow jacket.
Oh,
Which
man.
you got to be pretty creative for that. But.
Yeah, make it like a giant yellow jacket.
Actually, this was very tanked up, you know, P90X yellow jacket.
Yellow jacket.
He was cut, and
Oh
he
my
would
God, that's
take
hilarious.
out, other
You never
things.
think about that stuff. Like, why did we choose this for the mascot?
Yeah, terrifying.
You know, that sting just hurts so badly.
Ow, how annoying.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
That's right.
That's our
We'll
mascot.
annoy you to death. But so I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to Southwestern University in Georgetown, Texas. Are you familiar with Georgetown, Texas? It's just north of Austin. And then went to school there for 2 years. Then I caught the music bug and decided to transfer to the University of North Texas.
Caught the music bug, i.e., figured out chicks like guitar. Don't you just fess up? Yeah, they do. It's true.
Well, it's fun.
It also helps that it's fun.
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest. It was a pretty big part of why I wanted to play.
No shame in that. You rock star, you.
Yeah, well, I love playing with my wife now.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the
That's
best.
awesome.
And now let's see, moving on. Okay, so I did everything backwards, unfortunately. So I got my bachelor's degree, but then computer animation started to get really huge.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go back to school and get my associate's degree in computer animation at the Art Institute of Dallas. So went there, and actually in my 5th semester there, my graduating semester, they asked me to stay on as a teacher.
That's right.
Yeah. So taught there for about 4 years, and then was offered a position at DNA Productions, which was in Las Colinas. And there where we did some shows like All of the Other Reindeer and Jimmy Neutron, of course. And 2001 was the first year they had the Academy Award for the animated films. And it was Jimmy Neutron and Shrek and Monsters, Inc. And we did not win.
Still, Jimmy Neutron
But you
was
were
fun.
nominated.
I was just happy to be nominated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Curse you, Shrek. No. No. I was surprised. I thought Monsters, Inc. was going to win. But
Shrek won? Really?
Shrek won,
I would
yeah.
have assumed Monsters, Inc. over
Monsters,
Shrek.
Inc.
yeah. You would
I mean-
think
That
the
one.
first year it would have been a Pixar film that would have won, but surprisingly not. And then we went on and did the whole television series, the Jimmy Neutron after that. And
That's right. My brother was obsessed with that.
yeah, it was a lot of fun just animating on that. So worked as an animator, and then eventually went on to become the department head for the layout department. And then worked on The Ant Bully. Anybody remember that film?
Anyone?
Anyone?
Bugs were big that year.
Bueller?
They were. It's okay. No, I've seen that one. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't the same year as Bug's Life.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Sorry.
Well, then there was Ants.
Yeah, see, that's what happened. It was the third one. It was the third
That was
ant
it.
film, and I think people had just about had
Enough with
of
ants already. But it
So,
looked great. You guys did an
Yeah.
amazing job on it. I remember him telling me about spending months animating blades of grass and the
Yeah.
movement. Can you imagine the patience?
Oh, well,
Things
we
that-
had to, because I have an associate in radio, TV, film, and it's required that you do some animation, like to see it. Like,
Oh,
it's,
really?
like you have to do that. You have to do computers in field production, computers in video production, computers in video production too, and then you do like light wave and all that other stuff. And I'm just,
fan of light wave.
you know what? No,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I just want to direct.
Yeah.
Like that's all I want to do.
Yeah, it takes a very
But no, you gotta
patient
be
type of person to do that. I know, it amazes me. I feel that same way about editing. Can't.
See, I love editing.
That's
like if everything's
interesting.
already up there for
Patient
me.
for that.
But yeah, it's like if I have an assistant that'll upload everything, yeah, editing's a breeze. But yes,
Bring the content to me.
wasn't it? It's no, you work for
I work a
yourself.
lot in live action now, but we still do a lot of compositing with animation. So doing visual effects using various types of software. But Fusion's great, and Adobe After Effects.
Never stop learning.
Yeah, never.
No.
Use the whole CS suite. It's great.
I love
Enjoy.
the CS suite, but the second, like, you kind of get lazy, you're like, yeah, there have been like 2 different versions out since the last time you used it. Crap.
Yeah.
I
You
need.
mentioned Lightwave, and I can't believe it. Like they just came out with Lightwave 10. You know, I can remember. Like,
Yeah,
Lightwave
no,
2.
it was a very low number.
Single digits.
Lightwave. I forget what else like they made us do, but a lot of animation, like they're like, okay, do your own scale version of the. God, it's in Dallas. It's the circle, giant building with a circle on top. I forget what it's called.
A Reunion Tower.
Yes, Reunion Tower. They're like, build your own scale of that. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I put like it together, and it only looked good from one angle. They're like, yeah, clearly it doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, and I told you I think this class is bullshit. I don't want to do this.
Never ask Terry to build Reunion
Right.
Tower.
I'm not an animator.
Never. I'm like, I can do this, kind of. Like, yeah, you only did one side. I know.
But it's the good side.
It's a good
Use
side,
your
but-
imagination.
Yeah, but editing was a lot of fun. And then by the time I graduated, like in directing class, they make you edit and shoot your own stuff. But by then, I was seeing Steven, and so I started thinking more about audio. And they're like, it's the best audio like ever. I'm like, because I know, I listen now. But I would love to have the patience to do other things. Like After Effects like was a really easy one for me. But then it's like Photoshop. It's like, I think that would be easy for me.
Yeah, totally. You would rock. Totally. Photoshop is just
Also, you're a lot more patient than I am, though.
Well,
I'm just guessing that that you. In the
And your
couple years
blades
we've
of
been
grass.
friends, very patient.
it's possible.
It's just you're very zen. I love it.
I like
He's very
that.
zen.
See,
Try not to laugh too hard.
I mean, you have a married couple in the room.
I know.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
I got my husband engineering the show, so like I think he's really at a safe point where he can be like,
I know.
okay.
Kinda going.
Totally got
Tut, tut,
David's
tut, tut.
back.
I'm sure there's no eye rolling going on in there.
Yeah. That is a good thing, yes. It's perceived as in, go with it. Let's go with it. You do have moments of that, so. I'm going to stop.
Oh wow, that was like a cackle. Just
Yes.
I know, sure, yeah, zen.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you just say Zen? No.
Well, like Steve Yurko, the one who asks this question, he did all the artwork for our website and stuff like
great.
that. So
Nice.
he's done both versions of me and Tatum in anime
Love
form.
those,
It's
yes.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I like that, we've got another artist on here because I do love having voice actors on, but it's really nice to get, other stuff.
People that create
Yes.
characters that we voice and things like that, we
It's like,
dig
what was it
you
like
guys.
voicing that? Why don't you ask this guy that designed and made this guy? Nah. I don't care about that.
Well,
But
you know,
it took 2 years just to build. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. How did you scream? Yeah.
It really is amazing because the artwork that comes out of Japan is, is
God.
astounding. And
And thank you, Kilo.
I am not amused.
Stephanie,
No, that was not me. Stop it, you.
Kilo appreciates Japanese artwork as well.
Yeah, she
I think
does.
so.
But yeah, I mean, I remember when we started watching Claymore, and I was just blown away, even by the animation, because the level of detail that was going on there was pretty astounding. Because animation for television or for DVD or for anything that's going to be on a repeat, you have to kind of scale it back a little bit than what you do for feature film work, because it's just, you've got to crank this stuff out a lot quicker, a lot
budget.
faster. Budget concerns, and so you scale it back a little bit. But I was just, amazed by watching that show that they just didn't seem to be scaling back as much as you would expect, and really great artwork. So
I guess it took me a while to really think about that aspect of it, is budget. Watching, I'll go ahead and say Corpse Princess or Shikabane Hime, is you watch the first few episodes and you're like, wow, and then a couple of episodes down the line you're like, characters look a little different. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I didn't get that. I didn't know. But and then one scene will look amazing, and then it's like, you have no nose now.
Right.
What's happening?
Or your bangs have changed completely.
You want a lesson in patience? Think about animating all that hair. All these anime characters have
especially
so much
anime hair.
flowing hair.
Anime hair.
And,
oh my,
it's huge.
Yeah.
I think the first thing I ever voiced was in Tsubasa, and at one point, I'm a completely different color. I went from being, nice and tan to just white. And then the next episode, I'm back to being nice and tan. I'm like, what happened? We don't know. I'm like, okay. It's maybe this was a flashback to before she started tanning. I don't know. Yes, Woman A had a very detailed backstory. But
It's awesome.
It's deep.
well,
Kilo's woken up.
yes. With that being said, I think the dog needs to be let out.
That might be, he's giving me that look lady, do something.
Lady, do something.
Do something, lady.
We'll take a little break and we'll be back.
All right.
Awesome.
And we are back.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
We've all been rich for the experience. It was a nice tea break.
Yes,
We were very
hot tea.
English about
Lots of
it.
tea.
No, that's silly. We just had a lot of tea. It was amazing. Oh, man. I haven't had a really good cup of tea in a while. I just got this
When's
funky
the last
infuser thing for loose leaf, so now I need a good loose leaf supplier.
Yeah.
I'm a tea freak.
When's the
Well,
last
tea is-
time you've had a good cup of tea?
When's the last
Well, that's
time?
too long.
About a minute ago.
Yay! All right, so let me see. We've asked a couple of questions. We'll do some quicker ones here, I guess quick fire. So we'll try to get, because we got a lot of questions mentioned. Let me see. This is from Faith. If you were a mutated food with a superpower, what food would you be? What power would you have? And how would you use that power to escape Steven's kitchen of doom?
Oh my gosh, this question is blowing my mind. And especially, I like the things that Steven makes. I want to be in the kitchen of doom and have the
really?
eggplant.
More in the kitchen of friendly, really.
So wait, a super mutated food
If you were a mutated food with a superpower,
with a superpower. Oh, of course, see the foods you're trying to
What food would you
escape
be? What
Steven's
power would you
kitchen.
have?
That makes more sense.
food would you be?
I think I would be like Kiwi and have Green Lantern powers.
Oh, that's nice.
I love it.
Glowing kiwi.
Kiwi. Oh my gosh. This is such a
This is so rapid
Faith,
fire,
I love it. Okay, rapid fire. Right now, Stephanie.
Strawberry, I can disappear. I don't know.
Strawberry, I can disappear.
A super mutated strawberry.
Are you part of the Fantastic Fruit?
Oh my god.
Try the veal. I like it. Oh, that's why I love you. That's awesome.
I would be, sure, I'd be a grapefruit, whichever one would mistake for an orange. And I
Nice.
could shapeshift into other fruits.
Oh, that's nice. I like the shape shifting. Yeah.
Oh,
My shapeshifting grapefruit.
Shape shifting grapefruit.
There you
Form
go.
of.
A bucket of water. Always.
Good job, sis.
Water.
Wonder Twin Powers. You guys are kind of picking some weird stuff. Why not? No, eagle, pail of water. Go.
Go. A glacier.
Not like an anti-aircraft gun.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god. Okay, here's a great one from Heartscar. You've been caught red-handed. What could you be charged with, and how would you try to talk yourself out of it?
Well, ladies. Get the flies with the
That's a
honey.
good one.
But what are we? I'm not a good listener today. I'm sorry.
Could you be charged with, or what would you be charged
What
with?
would I be charged with?
And how would you try to talk yourself out of it? I would probably, I don't know, I'll say protesting, sure. And then I'll talk my way out of it by spouting off amendments.
There you go.
It's very lame.
Mine would probably be speeding. Yeah.
Are you a speeder?
I try not to, but, well, you know, I'm always running behind. So,
I'm on my way. All right, look, you called me once. You're like, I'm running a little late. And then you went, wait, I'm not with you first. Tell Mike I'll be a little late.
Would you mind delivering the message that I'll be a little late? Because I know he's going to be shocked. But,
This is new.
yeah, speeding and how to get out of it, I don't know. Yeah, if it's a female cop, that's a tough one, you know. You can only smile so much, and these days it doesn't always work, so I don't know. Oh, we disappear! Just like the strawberry.
Strawberry. A speeding strawberry.
Speeding strawberry. That's well, okay.
About you, Mr. Brehm.
David Brehm arrested for awesome.
Wow. I don't know. I was sitting there trying to think of remote stealing.
Stealing?
You should be arrested for that. Stealing the remote.
Do you need the control?
Yes.
I need the control too.
Gosh.
It's like
Talk
a thing.
about ADD channel
Well,
surfing.
especially whenever you guys have merged the things.
Yes.
When we merged the things, TV was mine. So I guess in a way, subconsciously, I'm like, well, I still kind of own this. So really, don't even try. It's like, but I don't really want to watch this. This is boring. And you're not even watching it. Yes, but that it's on is fine with me. But I could actually watch something that's intelligent. No.
It's in my purveyance, therefore it is mine.
Yeah, so how are you
my
gonna
remote.
how are you gonna get out of that?
How are you going to get out of remote stealing?
Take
Remotely?
the batteries out. Oh, boom.
It's not gonna get you out of being arrested. That's just gonna get you in more trouble.
Oh, that's right. I get arrested all the time for that one.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Rapid! Okay, from Cameron. Cameron, you asked a lot of lovely questions, but I want to pick a quick fire one. What is your favorite guilty snack? Mine is Pocky, since it's not sold anywhere near me. I understand, Cameron.
Pocky.
Pocky is delicious. Also, if you have a world market near you, Pocky is sold there.
Oh, they do have Pocket World Market. That's
Lessons
right.
learned.
I love it because they've got their own little sections and stuff like Italian section, Hispanic section.
It is nice.
Pocky.
I have to be careful in World Market. There's so many great things. And
Oh, I know, me
candles
too.
and decorations
Especially
and
the teas
incense and
stuff.
teas. Mm-hmm.
And anything in the kitchen area will get
Yeah.
Steven in trouble. He's like,
Oh, of course.
do I need this? But do I need it?
I do. I need it.
Guilty snack. Like, I guess, okay, so, like, I've got a lot of snacks that I guess are healthy, but I guess I've made myself like over a while. You know, it's like, no, I really like
good.
this. I like chips with no flavor. Like, I love it. But they're good for me.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you eat, and it's like, no, this is very nutritious. This sucks.
Awful.
Good. Guilty pleasure snack.
Oh,
I love sweet potato chips. Since you said
Really?
chips, it made me think of that.
Sweet
I love
potato chips.
them.
Steven loves those too.
yeah.
I'm not a sweet potato fan. Or a yam fan, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
That's easy for me. Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Actually, I was going to say chocolate covered almonds for you.
Well, that's like, yeah, but I'm just pretty blatant about that.
Chili cheese Fritos. Delicious.
That's good.
Delicious.
Good
I mean, you'll get like acid reflux like nothing, but it's worth it. Heartburn. You're just like, yeah, they're good. Ah, God.
And being, in the land of Tex-Mex, good queso.
A good,
Oh, yeah.
Good
Oh
queso.
yeah, that's why I love
Guilty
the original
pleasure.
Fuzzy's Taco in Fort Worth.
Yes.
The white cheddar queso.
Yeah.
See, I don't even need to know that they have that because we just got a Fuzzy's taco down the street
There's
from
one
us.
down the street from us.
Man.
Like, because we went to the original forever, and I
Danger.
guess they just finally kept hearing, like, yeah, I'm not driving to the original anymore. It's too far.
It's too far.
Fine, here you go. And now there's one everywhere.
Yeah, they're growing.
Which I'm happy for, but sometimes I feel like the love is gone.
Yeah, well, the one down the street from us is
The love is gone from the Fuzzies taco.
I feel a song coming on.
I feel some queso coming on. We have to get some after this. That
Yeah,
sounds
I know
yummy.
y'all make me really
I know,
hungry right now.
I'm hungry.
Make a trip to Fuzzies after
That's
this,
right.
real quick. Oh my god! But okay,
Is
thank you
Fuzzy's
for
a sponsor?
Really sponsored by Fuzzy's Taco.
like that's silly.
They should.
Right now they have a special for oh my god!
Hey, David, I think I'm going to go to Fuzzy's and get a $1.99 taco. How are you?
Man,
sounds great.
Fuzzies!
Let's
just when you
go.
thought it couldn't get more possible.
Fish tacos, $3.99.
Oh, man. All right.
From Eric, if you could be a villain in any movie, which one would it be? The villains do have the best dialogue.
Oh,
Don't they?
yes, they
Fantastic
do. Love villains.
That's
oh,
a
Good
awesome
question, Eric.
That's kind of a hard one, though. There's so many good
This is one of
ones.
those questions you want to go on for a while because it's just like the more you think about it, the more great villains are going to pop into your head.
Oh no, I should have said this one.
Exactly.
Like, you can think about wardrobe, you can think about, like, well, I can see how I would have turned that way, because the bad guys, the really good bad guys are the ones that just, whatever happened to them, like, you can get in that mindset and see how they could have gone that way. Mm-hmm. Instead of the ones who are like, well, no, I'm being evil just to be evil.
Right. Instead of I was abandoned and by my parents and da da da.
Yes. And
The
then my
penguin.
cat died. It's crazy.
You know, it's funny. We've been watching a ton of Battlestar Galactica lately.
I need to get into that. I've
Oh,
not
it's
seen it
so
yet.
good. And, you know, it's not her fault. She's a Cylon. But Six,
Yeah.
the tall blonde in that,
That's a good one.
man, she's good.
I don't even watch that show, and I know that
Yeah.
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's just, I know, I just stare at her. She's gorgeous.
Villain.
But I know, I would like to, well, let me think about it, because I would rather really go more comic book.
I like the Joker.
The Joker's an excellent.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I always wanted to be like Harley Quinn. Like,
Oh, that's excellent. And who's playing? Has Harley Quinn been cast yet?
no, Harley Quinn's not going to be, because it's not like they can. No, it's Catwoman and George.
No, I thought that there was one of the films were coming out and Harley Quinn was going to be in it. No?
No, I mean, who she's gonna play off of? There's no Joker.
There's no Joker. Yeah, you can't replace Heath Ledger. He was so good.
Oh my god, I love that. But
Brilliant.
yeah, I guess Harley Quinn. But I really don't think of her as a villain. I just think of her as misguided.
Maybe. Well, aren't they all?
Well, I guess they all are. But like Steven was like, you know a lot about Harley Quinn. I'm like, yeah, she started out as the Joker's, doctor, and then blah blah blah. Okay, we're done.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess Harley Quinn. So
Really?
You know, I
bipolar.
may have to follow you and go with the Catwoman. She's pretty
Catwoman's
wicked,
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
But is she
Yeah.
a villain or is she good?
she is kind of that.
She's conflicted.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind.
See? I'm like, well, but is she really a villain? I'm like, well, I guess that answers something. Yeah.
Rocking
Harley Quinn.
that black
we're
leather
all
suit.
going DC universe.
Nice. Well, at
That's
least we're all going to get along. You know, we can all work together in
That's
our
right.
There you go.
evil. I love it.
Okay, let me see. Doo-doo. Okay, this is from Carla. I don't know. Okay, I don't think the rest of these are quick fire, but we'll go ahead and ask.
I'll try.
Okay. So I love the Brems.
Yay.
Your music is just so jazzy and smooth. Does that
Thank
sound
you.
cheesy?
No.
It just, I don't know how to explain it. It gives me some great visuals for when I'm sketching, I must say, as well.
I would love to see that.
Okay, then she asks the both of you, what is your theme song? What song basically describes you really, what basically describes you really is there, oh God, I'm horrible at reading your question. Theme song, essentially. And then a bonus question, if you had to pick a theme song for everyone else, what song would it be?
I will survive. Didn't
Oh
we
my
do
God,
that?
we actually did karaoke, and Tia Ballard had never heard that song.
Oh,
Or because
no.
we did karaoke for everybody else. So like Leah picked Oops, I Did It Again for me, and I'm like,
Oh,
all
that's
right, here we go,
hilarious.
bitch. But then I forget who picked I Will Survive for Tia, but she's like, I don't know this song. We were like, you're a woman, are you kidding? You have to do that, like when you're doing laundry by yourself, you gotta have that.
Absolutely.
I Will Survive. Is it really Gloria?
Gloria
Gaynor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gaynor. Yeah. It's like have to brush up on her 70s disco.
Oh, it's not theme song for
Theme song
David.
for David.
It's hungry like the wolf.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm the wolf. Didn't we clear that up in the beginning?
Right. Sorry. You're the
Yeah.
wolf.
No.
Yes. No.
True, though.
Okay.
Yeah, hungry like the wolf.
Maybe.
Gosh.
For today.
She blinded me with science.
Oh, I love that
Nice.
song. Thomas
There you
Dolby.
go.
That's awesome.
Nice 80s references
There you
happening
go.
today.
Seek out your Thomas Dolby.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know. I have so many different moods. It depends.
I know. Yeah. I wish it
I
was
do love
always I'm
music.
walking on sunshine, but
You
some
can-
days it's here comes
That
the
is
rain
actually
again.
yours. Yours
Oh,
is
my
Walking on
God.
Sunshine.
Yes.
That's you.
Anything by Annie Lennox.
I love her. I've seen her. Have you seen her? No. I saw her live. It was a dream concert for me. It was Annie Lennox opening for Sting. And it was heaven. She was amazing, actually. And I'm a huge Sting and Police fan, but she stole the show.
Yeah,
Stole
the police is actually like one of the things that made me want to learn how to play the bass.
That's right. You're a bass player. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, but
He's
then
awesome.
I got really into James Brown, and then it became all about James Brown. And then I'm like, no, I can learn how to play with my thumb. No, I can't. But yeah, F that. Fuck it.
We played the Fort Worth Jazz Festival last year, and Stanley Clark was the headliner.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's
Dude.
amazing bass player.
Amazing bass player.
I love us talking about music. Music's so important.
It is.
right.
It is.
Like if I had to pick any theme song,
Yeah, theme
I'm
song
sure
for
that they
you.
would all like. If it was like a soundtrack only by one artist, I would only want like Nancy Sinatra. I love Nancy.
Nice. Oh,
Yes.
you could totally do These Boots Are Made for Walking. There
yeah.
you go.
Oh, no.
That's a good Terri Doty.
That was the first Nancy Sinatra song I learned, and it was in choir. And then I became like, that's the only song I would sing. That or from Mix-a-Lot's "Baby Got Back" in karaoke. It was either Nancy Sinatra or basically novelty rap.
Novelty rap.
Yeah, but even then, I would do like an acoustic version of it.
That is
make it like a
awesome.
song.
I love it. That is very, very cool.
Yeah,
I think
I'll do "These Boots Are Made for Walking" for anybody.
Yeah, but that's a good theme
Stevens.
song for you
Yeah.
too, though.
or
That's
And that has
yeah.
nothing to do with you, Steven. It's just the attitude of the song is very sassy and
Oh, it's
Terry.
fantastic.
Tatum's is what I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Totally. Some right said Fred.
See, I just imagine him shaving off the beard with that music going
Yeah.
on.
You know, it's funny. She asked, there's not like on the album, if there was like a theme song, there's a song called No Turning Back on the album that's
Yeah.
part like our story. It's funny, all of our songs we write together, so they're all pieces of us. Not always literally, but pieces of us in there, of course. And No Turning Back was one of the first songs that we wrote, and it kind of has to do with the beginning of our relationship.
I've heard it. It's very good. Well, then again, I have a biased opinion, but
No.
you're amazing.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Thank
on
you.
that same vein, Spencer. Oh, I'll go ahead and read the whole thing. I know it's not anime related, but since you guys, Stephanie and David, are both great musicians on this week's show, I thought I could ask a music question. There are a great many musicians who often say that when they play or sing, they immerse themselves in the music. They go into a different state of mind or go to a different place. That they begin channeling something higher, so to speak, and it becomes something of a spiritual or mystical experience. My question is,
Absolutely.
has something akin to this ever been the case for you during performances, recording, writing, etc.? Not to take up too much time, but do you have any advice for someone trying to make it in music themselves?
Oh boy, yeah, we could talk quite a bit about that for a long, and would love to, but we won't today. But that's a great question.
That's
And
Thank you. This just in.
hi, Steven.
Steven dashed in.
You know, there are times where, you know, it happens, or you're depending on like the group of musicians you're working with or their particular song, that it takes you to another place. And I love it when that happens. And it's not something that you can force. You know, it's like this little gift from the universe when you just are completely out of body, it feels like, and you're not even aware that there's people around you. And I felt that way. We had a gig not too long ago, and we had a certain grouping of musicians that all just gelled with each other so well. And, you know, you guys were all so tight together. It was bass drums, you and guitar, and even on your instrumentals, even just listening to you guys, it kind of sent me somewhere else. But yeah, that does happen.
It's great when the musicians can kind of sync up, come together, and we're all you're not thinking about it; it's just happening.
Becomes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I think that's what good music's all about. Is that moment in time when it's not pre-processed somehow. It's just very happening in the moment.
It's raw.
It's organic
raw.
and
That's
raw.
a good word for it. It's the raw musicianship coming out. That's neat.
There's different songs with different feelings and stories, and there's 2 songs that were written for a friend, one of my best friends that passed away a couple of years ago. She had been sick for a long time, and even though it was good to know that she's free of pain and in a better place, we wrote some songs for her. There's one called "She's Not Asking" on the album, was written for her, and another song called "Beautiful Bird" that was more of a celebration of her.
Yes, I've heard that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Both,
but it took
just the duet and then the full Brehms band.
Awesome. We haven't recorded "Beautiful Bird" yet. Can't wait to do that. We're going to do it for the next album. But it took me probably a year before I could it seemed like sing that song without just
Well, yeah, like whether or not the audience listening to it knows that you do, and you're the one vocalizing, so, or playing, So
I think it's a privilege and it's an honor to be able to share with people, that people will come and listen to what you have to say or what's going on, and I think it's just this real, this just unifying spirit between audience and then what the band and what you're doing, and it's very, I haven't verbalized this, but it's a very spiritual type of process.
But as far as advice goes, I would say just practice.
Seriously, practice
some more.
The grunt work that it's not always the fun part, but that 90% of the practice for that little bit of performance time, it's so crucial.
It's easy sometimes to pick on, say, whether you're a classical artist or a pop artist, and if you're watching a performance, it's easy because we're all critical to some nature to pick on that. But if you knew what that performer did to actually reach that level of where they're at, the fact that you're watching them, they've spent some serious time and effort practicing their craft and getting it right. And I think everybody should try to remember that a little bit, because there's so much talent in this world, and I think if everybody would try to help celebrate that talent a little bit more than just pillage and destroy it.
And don't give up. That's the thing.
That's the other thing. Yeah, good
Be
point.
patient. And patience can be difficult.
I was talking to Gino at work, and he said, "Well, like you stopped playing bass, didn't you?" I'm like, "No, I stopped talking about it. I play all the time." And he's like, "Really? Well, then how come we never talk to you?" I'm like, "Because I play for me."
That's awesome. And
kind of thing.
There's a key.
Which is one of the best.
Yeah. Like no one, like other than Steven, has really ever heard me play.
I would love to hear you play.
But like I've only been playing for 3 years, and I don't feel like I'm ready yet. So there you go.
It's good to keep working on it.
What do you practice? Or
I play a lot of James Brown and Stevie Wonder.
Nice. Awesome.
Especially Wish.
Nice.
That was one of the first, like, really, I'm like, okay, so there's no break. They're like, no. Okay. Yeah. So, and that was the first one. That was like my first blister ever.
Your first blister.
Congratulations.
On your way to Callus Land. That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's when you haven't been playing for a while. You're like, well, I can feel my fingertips.
Oh, no.
I need to and my nails have grown. Damn it. With playing anything, yes, it requires a lot of practice. Whether you're self-taught, like at Guitar Center, that was the hardest thing, is to, because I was in charge of books and DVDs, like working at Guitar Center so I was the librarian essentially, and trying to sell these things, to people that don't want teachers. I'm like, okay, so it's going to be even harder for you to stay focused. I promise you. Like, but you can't. They're like, well, it's just so hard. I'm like, it's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody could play an instrument.
Exactly. Practice. But I like what you said about playing for you. I think that's to a degree, that's such an important thing, because if you try to play just to please people, you cannot please everyone.
No, you're never going to have,
you will get frustrated.
All the feedback's positive.
Yeah, everyone thinks you're fabulous. The day, that doesn't always happen that way. So it is important to, to be really passionate about, what you're playing and what you're saying. And as far as the writing goes, for the writers out there, I think it's important to be patient and not be too self-critical. You just got to get it out there, get it. That was hard for me in the beginning. I didn't write until I met David.
Oh, really?
I didn't. And I just thought, well, it's true. I thought, this is not something I did when I was 12, therefore I'm not a writer. Which is ridiculous. If it's something you want to do, do it. Just jump in and don't, you're not going to write your masterpiece in your first song, and don't worry about those things. I think we get so self-critical, and with shows out there like American Idol, like you said, everyone is just ready to rip people to shreds. Everybody wants to be Simon.
Because that's the ratings booster. That's because you're waiting for all that stuff. But really,
you can't, and don't do it to yourself. So, you have to fall down to get up and run and just keep writing. And I also find that it's good to,
I say, tell a story about how when you kind of started.
Oh, you forced me to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mr. Zen over here.
Again, evil cackle.
Yes, the mall
Terry,
fool.
you dumb bastard.
I love that that's what people think. It's great. But, we were...
And he gets in the car and David's like, fools.
Then he cackles. But no, we were... it was the beginning of our dating relationship. And we were out and about in this, kitschy, fun little area with lots of shops and restaurants, Knox Henderson walking around. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about writing because we'd been in a jazz band together for years and played covers and loved that. But he's like, well, you should write. And of course I did that. Well, I'm not a writer. And he said, well, just sing something. I was like, I can't just sing something. Again,
who does that?
Right, who does that? And he's like, no, just do it. I'm like, when? He goes, now, just start singing. I was like, fine. And
gun to your head.
Gun to your head. Cacao. Story. But, so I did just start singing, and I was like, well, okay, maybe, and it was this silly little ditty. But
skies are blue.
Yeah, it was very unicorns and rainbows. But basically, I don't know, then we just started, and then, just started writing.
Actually, Stephanie's a very prolific writer. It's kind of funny when she gets down and sits down and writes. When I'm shackled and tired to do it, she'll
chain me down to the table to.
Then she'll actually just. It's amazing the amount of material that flows out of her.
Doesn't mean it's always good.
But that's an interesting point to remember.
If I was close enough, I'd smack you.
Yeah.
Smack, not slap.
That kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Man,
you
gotta be careful in this room. The things that happen.
Cacao, slap.
Cacao, boom. I thought the point was never mind.
Bad strawberry. Cacao means stop.
Stop.
Cacao to cacao. Oh my gosh. But,
oh man.
We'll see. But yes, I've seen. I think the first show I ever saw of yours, it was at the awesome winery.
Oh, we love wineries.
Yes, and to which Tatum and Joshua also went. And we were just like the whole time we're like, I want to get something, but I don't want to leave. Like
yeah.
Where's the waiter? Oh man, but it was a great show,
so great
and we've seen you several. It's never the same show, so it's great.
Thank
and that was
you.
the first time. Like I think the first time we met you, it was like your
the first
birthday.
time you met David.
Yeah,
it was his birthday.
Yeah.
It was so good to see you guys there. That was awesome.
That 20th birthday was great.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Next year. Woo!
Yeah, it'll be legal.
Oh, man. Oh, another. Okay. Another on the same again. Rick Cole asks, David, do you have any tips for anyone trying to learn guitar?
Oh, yes.
Do you play the guitar, both acoustic and electric, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. There's a system called the caged system. Are you familiar? Yes. Getting your major scales down and then all your modes down. I would just say focus on that for a good long while, and everything else after that will come easier. Just anything and everything. And then coming up with a jazz background, learning all your chords. Basically figuring out the different harmonic structures of songs will come, and also your songwriting will get a lot more advanced really quickly when you learn how to run through the major scale or any of the scales and actually do it with chords as well as just single notes. And
you and your crazy jazz chords. I love it. I didn't know what a sus, what.
Yeah.
I took guitar lessons for a year. Yeah, take lessons. I took lessons for a year, and So it wasn't really working, so I married a guitar player instead. But I walked into my first lesson, and I loved jazz. And so I walk in my lesson, and my instructor was like, so what type of music do you want to play? I said, I want to play jazz. And he just, talk about evil cackle. He just kind of started laughing at me.
Okay, how about we start with
John Denver.
Well, also, it was also really easy to recommend for someone that's like, well, I don't know where to start. Like, do you have a favorite musician that perhaps might have a guitar tab book out?
Oh,
Like that might help. Stuff like
well,
that.
yeah,
I think
there's a ton, really.
It's good that you can read tab, too.
Yeah,
That's important.
I think a lot of guitar players. Well, it's funny. There's a lot of guitar players that don't read at all or anything, and they just have great ears.
Don't really.
And, it's always amazing to me how well they've adapted their ears to pick up stuff.
I just don't have that. I'm like, no, I need to know how to read that. No.
Well, I think you definitely need to be able to read if anybody, you go to someone else's gig. And
we had some ear training classes at North Texas that were really, really difficult, just picking out intervals.
Oh, wow.
And I'll never forget, this was my first class with Dan Hurley, which anybody who knows North Texas, Dan Hurley's like a legend from the school. And, he actually played the piano parts on a lot of those Jamie Aebersold albums that all the jazz players start out learning. And so just him picking out these weird random intervals all the time, it really helps you develop your ear training. So I would say, even though it's painful sometimes, it's really good to try to do. If you have a practice session, if you're going to sit down, I'd say at least pick an hour. At minimal, half an hour, but at least an hour. And try to divide it up your practice time, so that some of it's devoted a little bit to maybe reading music, a little bit devoted to ear training, and then getting your scales out, and then that might be your first half hour. And then your second half hour, you start playing the type of material you're striving to achieve. So that's a good hour's worth of practicing right there. And then when you start having fun, then you start going into hour 2 and hour 3, and then you're just rocking out.
Oh man! And before you know it,
if I could throw out a title, I think it's the Indie Rock Bible. Is that the name of it?
I think you're right.
It's for those of you looking to get into the music industry, because it is a business, and if it's something you're taking seriously, you have to treat it as such. Mm-hmm. But it's a nice guide to just free up the ways you can think about promoting your music. And since now with the internet and Facebook, and you don't have to have a label, it's pretty great. But that's a good resource for you.
And to rattle off some names, because I think that was the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So rattling off just people like, current people like, I think if you're into songwriting, John Mayer is a great example of a good songwriter. There's also... on the jazz side, if you're into any jazz at all, I think if you try to research Wes Montgomery, I think that's a huge place.
It's really good one. There are some really good books out there.
There are some great books out there, and on compositional side, Sting is a good composer for that. I'm partial to the Police a lot. I think their music's terrific. If you like some of their heavier stuff, and I think. I like Alter Bridge, which is, and I think if you can see what's going on with Mark Tremonti there, if you're a guitar player, I think that's pretty great on the harder side. On the country side, if you're into country music, we were just at, when we went to the con, we saw Alan Jackson was performing. We didn't see it, but we saw in the stadium. It was Alan Jackson and
Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley is he's an amazing guitar player from the countryside. So
that's funny. Yeah, we were at a convention in Houston, and it was Anime Con and rodeo folk all in the same hotel.
That was
totally entertaining.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's really
awesome.
Great,
anything worth doing is worth researching the crap out of.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
totally.
Good point.
And same with the vocal side of it. Like I that DVD I got last time we were at Guitar Center together.
Yeah, I never asked you about
the
that.
Zen Art. I think it's the Art of Screaming or the Zen Art of Screaming. But it's just this woman that's like she works with scream queens and metal, like a lot of metal singers, just to work on the raw.
Yeah.
Type. That's a hard. That's
raw.
like No Gaga.
Okay.
Couldn't
Couldn't
because we gotta
resist.
do like the hands, the rah rah. But no, we went Thriller. Yeah.
No, this kind of
Oh my god! But no, it's really good. It's really good. I do a lot of the warm ups before I go in.
Oh, cool.
Because
Before you
I'm
go
just
in the
never
booth.
sure. I really should be doing it more. I have not watched the full on DVD after like this long, but I need to. I need to.
You will.
Yes,
But
yeah.
her techniques have been helping.
Yeah, quite a lot. Quite a lot with anything involving shouting.
Shouting, screaming,
which is
yeah.
like my big thing. But now I'm working on
Killer.
doing shouting with like, the higher pitch voices or the lower pitch or
Yeah.
children's voices and stuff like that. Or a couple of the things that I've been doing, or like character reel that I'm working on.
Yeah.
What else can I do? Nope, can't do that yet. Well, thanks everybody who sent in a question. I'm sure there are more than what we actually got to, but again, there's no guarantee that we'll get to all of them. But there are some really great questions. I'm glad we got to talk about music.
Me too.
Oh my god!
Thank you for asking, guys. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. We're
Stay tuned for bass solos to come.
yes, yes,
Be patient.
awesome. You have to come over and jam. Just come over and play.
Tuesdays, yes.
Next time
my
you guys
friend,
come
my
over
friend
for
Cynthia is
dinner,
like
just-
amazing, and she's the same way. Like when we both worked at Guitar Center together, she like after work she would stay there for 2 hours and just jam out on one amp and then just leave. And it was like we should do something, and then we were both like, yeah, I don't think either of us are ready to do anything with anybody yet. Someday. But yeah, so we're both that nice awkwardness. But
Nice
eventually,
awkwardness.
well, and also, like, you gotta remember, Tatum is a pianist.
That's
right.
right. He's
And
fantastic.
I've actually, like, come over earlier than, like, what he said and, like, caught him playing. And then I'll be like, hey, Tatum. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, stop, because
No.
Tatum's the same way.
Dying to hear
Tatum's the same
him.
way.
I know he's amazing.
He
I've
is
heard him,
amazing. It's great.
but
It's fantastic. And he's a great composer as well. So,
All right, Mr. Tatum, we need to jam.
I know.
That to happen.
I know we got a bass player, keyboard player, guitar.
Steven, yeah, did keyboards and bass, mainly electro and like industrial
Awesome.
type music. but,
Also, Gino Palencia, great guitar player.
yeah.
Jammed with him before.
And isn't Tyler a drummer? Mm-hmm. Boom.
Yeah.
There it is.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've just recently gotten into like Tyler's band. It's insane. He's so good. He's so good.
I haven't seen them yet. I really want to. I know. We need to go out to Denton.
Then
Denton.
Yes.
all right. Well, I guess with that,
With that,
thanks for listening, everybody.
yes, thank you so much.
And give Tatum lots of love and
Tatum,
tell
come back
him
soon.
to get better.
Feel better.
well.
Well, Terry, thank you so much for having us. You are awesome. We love your show. And
Yes.
Stephen, you're awesome too.
We're your biggest fans.
Yeah.
We're,
We're big
Yes.
fans.
All right, some queso. Let's do some queso.
Do it.
Oh,
All right,
yes.
cacao.
And Cheetos.